guys, welcome back to another movie review. Today we are reviewing Avatar: The Way of Water. Yes, this is Avatar 2, 13 years after Avatar 1. I did do a revisited video of that, so if you want to go and check that out, please do. Anyways, here we go, Avatar: The Way of Water. This is James Cameron's sequel to the movie, obviously 13 years after. They've already, I think they're filming number 4 now, and they're like tying up number 3. They have started to film things over the last 13 years, so that every 2 years we do get an Avatar movie, and obviously they needed some technology to move ahead, because they needed things like motion capturing under the water, which is obviously in the title. And I gotta say, this is one of the best looking movies of the year, if not one of the best looking movies of all time. There is definitely fantastic amount of cinematography in there, and you have to sit there and you have to kind of pinch yourself that this is an actual like animated movie, very similar to like something like Pixar. They've kind of opened a file on a computer and said new file, and created something on a computer, obviously with real life action and mocap and all that, but they've created something in real life and then they're digitally projecting that on a computer. And it's just insane like how they do it. It is basically an animated movie with real life acting as the mocap, obviously, and the movements. It's insane. You have to pinch yourself, like I say, that they're not actually filming on a location. Every single leaf, every single blade of grass, every single like bullet or bit of smoke has had to be thought about, animated, and even like the physics behind it, the amount of work to just figure out like how would this fall, how would this go, how would water run off here. It's insane. The story though does pick up maybe I'd say 10-15 years after the first Avatar story. Jake has children with his family, with Neytiri, and they have like 3 kids, I think it is, or 4 kids, and it's basically then obviously following the journey of the children in the film. And you know, the sky people come back, and you know, it's all hell's breaking loose. Basically he needs to leave the forest, takes his family with him because they're after him, so to protect the forest people, he goes and tries to find another clan basically, and he decides to reside with the water people. Now these are like Avatar Pandorians, I'm not sure what they call it, I can't remember what they're called, but they are avatars, but they're kind of like evolved into like water versions. Like their tail has kind of like a thing to help them swim. They obviously can breathe underwater quite a lot. Their hands are, I think, a bit webbed as well, so they have more evolved features to obviously suit their needs underwater than maybe the other Na'vi people would have. Story-wise though, I thought the film's pretty good. I thought like the first Avatar movie, the first hour of the film is very slow. It takes too long in my opinion setting the scene. There's a lot in the first hour that I think could be cut, maybe 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes on both movies, but especially this one. The first hour is a bit of a drag in my opinion, but after that, the last hour or 2 hours basically, I thought was fantastic, and it just flies by. It doesn't feel like 3 hours and 10 minutes. It probably feels a bit like 2 hours, 2.5 hours all in. But the first hour I think can be trimmed up a little bit. I think they needed to look at that maybe. But I think the story was pretty good. I think it evolved Jake Sully's story and it just took it forward. It was very similar, I thought, to the first one, which I would ask that going into the third one maybe if it could be a little bit different plot wise, but it was still, I thought, a little bit too similar to the first movie. But as I say, looks wise I thought it was fantastic. All of the underwater stuff was brilliant, and like I said, you just had to pinch yourself that this wasn't a real life like on location movie. Rating the movie though, I gave it the exact same score as Avatar 1, and that's a 4.5 star. It's not quite 5 star for me because I think the pacing of the movie was a bit off for me. The first hour was a bit boring, and a bit like, I was watching a scene and I was like, come on, this is a bit, we don't really need this info, get on with it type of thing. And, you know, like I said, a bit samey as well in terms of the first one. Just felt a bit too similar, especially at the beginning. And I watched the Avatar 1 the night before going to see the new one. So, you know, it was fresh in my mind, obviously, watching the first one and then going straight into it. So, yeah, I would have that little criticism to say about the film. But James Cameron did a fantastic job. I'm really excited to see what is going to come down the road with Avatar, what actors are going to be, you know, in the next couple of movies. We did have Kate Winslet in this film as well, which I didn't touch on. I thought she was pretty good in her role as one of the water people. And yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It looked great. it's not a one-time watch at all. Like, I definitely, when the new Avatar comes out now on 4K, I'm going to be picking it up, and the same hopefully with the first one, and then watching them back to back one weekend, because I would like to see how they look on the TV in 4K. But there it is, guys. There is my review of Avatar: The Way of Water. Let me know your thoughts down below. Did you rate Avatar 2? Let me know what you think, and also let me know your thoughts on Avatar 1. And if you want to go back and check my Revisited out, please go back and watch yesterday's video on that. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for videos coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.